Hello, everyone. I apologize for getting started a little bit late. I was having a hard time with my camera streaming and getting all of that up and working, but we're just going to do it this way. I'm sorry that you can't see my face, but hopefully you can hear my voice as we talk about liver love and why maybe all of the health problems that you are confused about or wondering what's going on with your body could be pointing to your liver actually being something that's like waving the white flag asking for support. So I'm so glad that you're here. And this class is for you if you have been feeling hormonally off, if you've been feeling inflamed, like your moods and your emotions and your mental health is unstable, if your skin is acting like it has a mind of its own and having like weird rashes and things that seem to pop up and then might go away or seem hard to figure out, or if you just cannot shake that sluggish, inflamed, bloated feeling, no matter how many superfoods you're eating and supplements you're taking, we are about to get real about one of the most underappreciated and crucial organs in your entire body, which is your liver, and it's often forgotten about. So, we're not talking about any kind of gimmicks. We're not talking about any kind of weird, gross cleanses or nasty drinks that you have to drink or anything that's harsh or very unpleasant. And we're going to just give some practical steps in education during this class about your liver and what God designed it to do because it's really, really cool. So, we're going to cover in this class why your liver actually runs the show on everything from blood sugar to hormones to skin health, and how your everyday choices are either helping or hurting this organ that is working so hard for you. And then also at the end, we'll talk about what your liver actually needs in order to thrive, detox, and help you to feel like you are living in a really healthy and vibrant way. Okay, so why is your liver important? So imagine your liver as the Swiss Army knife of your organs. It's your housekeeper, it's your mechanic, it's your security guard, and your bodyguard all in one. And here's the rundown. Here's what your liver does. And this is an incredible list of things. Your liver actually has over 500 different functions, but here's kind of the rundown of the highlights. One, it filters toxins every single minute of every day for your body. That takes no coffee breaks. It does not get any time off. There is no other liver in your body. There is nothing that does its job. So your liver is crucial to your health for filtering toxins, because we are living in such a toxic world. Our food supply is contaminated. Our air is contaminated. Everything around us has potential toxins, especially if we're not careful and intentional about avoiding and removing those as much as possible. And so our liver literally never gets a break. And the more toxic our world gets, the harder our liver is having to work for us. The liver also balances hormones, which means if you're struggling with like estrogen drama, like spikes and peaks and really deep valleys in your hormones, it's like a roller coaster, or you're noticing that you have too much estrogen, that's pointing to your liver needing some help. It also is part of mood swings, PMS roller coasters. All of your hormones are connected to the liver, believe it or not. Your liver also it stores vitamins and minerals that your body actually needs. So it's storing vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin B12, and iron. And your liver is actually responsible for making sure that your body has enough of those. And so if you have vitamin and mineral deficiencies, then your liver is needing some help in order to be able to store those. If it's plugged up and clogged and it's not able to store those vitamins like the way that it's supposed to, then that can be something that you need to look at. Your liver breaks down food into energy. So whether you're eating fats, carbohydrates, or proteins, the liver is involved in breaking those down into the building blocks. So for protein, your liver is helping to break down those into amino acids. And for fats and for carbs, it's also helping to break those down into usable fragments, broken down pieces, so that your body can actually use them. Your liver also regulates blood sugar and it keeps your insulin in check. It's a huge part of that. And so our livers are struggling, and therefore we're having so many metabolic struggles and have so many people with insulin resistance and who are really just struggling with metabolism. That is part of the liver, is part of that. The liver handles cholesterol, and cholesterol is the like misunderstood quote unquote bad boy. It's not actually bad because your body needs it in order to make hormones. And so if your hormones are struggling and you're also like still villainizing cholesterol, we have to change that paradigm, because your liver actually produces cholesterol in order to make hormones, and it clears cholesterol, excess cholesterol. So if your liver's sluggish and you have too much of the bad type of cholesterol or oxidized, then that can cause problems too. But your body needs cholesterol for hormone production, for cellular repair, and for digestion. So your liver has this really important job of balancing the cholesterol in your body by making what you need and removing the excess. And so if you have out of whack cholesterol levels, especially out of whack ratios in your cholesterol, that can point to a sluggish liver. And also, you might not know this, but your liver actually plays a major role in your immune defense system. It is a frontline immune system organ. In addition to all of the other things that it does, it's also helping your body defend itself against viruses, bacteria, pathogens that could cause infection and illness. And that actually makes sense because those are invaders and those are toxins just like anything else. And so the liver plays a really important job at keeping those from replicating out of control in your body and getting them out. So it filters pathogens and it produces immune factors that help your body identify and fight infections. So the healthier your liver, the stronger your immune system, and you're going to have less chronic inflammation as well. So your liver breaks down hormones like estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, and thyroid hormone once your body is done with them, packaging those leftovers for exit through your urine or through your feces. So if your liver is overloaded or sluggish, those hormones are actually sticking around in your body, and that's where they're causing problems. So a lot of the hormonal issues that people are associating with their liver is actually your liver just being unable to clear the excess hormones that are circulating in your system. And so things like hormonal acne, especially in certain phases of the female cycle, hormonal acne can definitely be linked to help your liver being unable to clear those excess hormones appropriately, and therefore they try to detox somewhere else. Your body is trying to clear all of this stuff out, and so if you're having like skin issues, then that is a sign that your liver is struggling to detox through the normal pathways, which would be like urine, feces, or sweat. And so your skin also has pathways out of the body. And so your liver, if your liver's overloaded or is struggling, you might notice that you're having skin issues where you're having like rashes pop up and reactions because your body's like, we need to get this stuff out. And so we're finally like desperate enough to look to the skin in order to get that stuff out. So your skin misbehaving, your hormones misbehaving, having just like things feel off, like having a lot of anxiety, having signs of estrogen dominance. Your liver is probably having a hard time getting rid of enough estrogen at the point where it's like needing to decrease estrogen, and that can be causing things like your hormonal acne, which is super annoying, but also this is a really cool way to think about how to help your body get past that. So if your hormones are really misbehaving, before you jump to like medications and things like that, you might just look at whether your liver is waving a white flag, being like, please help, please do some things for me, so that it can heal and actually help your body to detox the way that it needs to, and see if that doesn't improve some of your symptoms. So your liver is a detoxifying powerhouse. Okay, so we talked about that. It is the primary organ responsible for detoxifying in your body. If your liver is sluggish or your detox pathways are clogged up, then you are just going to be hoarding toxins in your body, and that's where a lot of symptomatic issues can come up. It regulates your metabolism. We kind of talked about that, blood sugar, insulin, etc. So here's kind of what we mean by regulating metabolism and what the liver has to do with your insulin. So when you eat things like sugar and carbohydrates, those aren't necessarily the enemy. They can provide fuel for your body, but your liver decides what happens whenever you consume food. So and especially when it comes to carbohydrates, there's two things that the liver can do with carbohydrates. It can, one, store the glucose from those carbohydrates as glycogen for energy later. And so you have like a store of glycogen in your body. Your muscles use glycogen in order to have energy, but eventually that glycogen runs out. And so your liver is constantly replenishing that glycogen unless you're not giving it glucose. So that's a cycle that the body does, and that's fine, right? Like that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to have glycogen. But whenever that gets to the point of excess, which in America, our diet is extremely excessive, especially in sugar and carbohydrates. We think that if a little does a little good, a lot will do a lot of good. And we like things like processed grains. We love our sugary things. We love dessert. We love carbohydrates. We love pizza and pasta and crackers and chips and burritos and all of our fun foods that we think about that are very common in the American diet are extremely rich in carbohydrates. And so when it gets overloaded, when there's just too big of a carbohydrate load and there's too much glucose to be able to store it as glycogen, then the liver converts that into fat. And this happens no matter what type of sugar or carbohydrate that you're eating. Now, your body obviously handles whole real foods in their whole real form the best. Okay, so that's great. But the kicker is sugar is sugar is sugar. And too much of anything that spikes your blood sugar, which can be too much fruit, too many like paleo baked goods, even if they're made without gluten, or some of the processed ingredients, even if it's not like a Little Debbie snack cake, but it is a paleo pan of brownies that has, coconut sugar and a bunch of, like arrowroot starch and tapioca starch and things like that are used to make baked goods, but they're grain free. That can still be really high in carbohydrates. Too many sweet potatoes, too many white potatoes, too much rice, etc. Anything that spikes your blood sugar, which is high in starch and has a very high carbohydrate load, can lead to liver fat buildup and insulin resistance. Okay, so this is how, and this is my story, this is how even healthy diets can leave you stuck with weight loss resistance and blood sugar drama, because it doesn't matter if your food is paleo. It doesn't matter if you eat a paleo diet. If you are consuming tons of sweet potatoes, tons of bananas, tons of apples, tons of grapes, tons of berries, tons of white potatoes, adding white rice to your meals, making tons of like tortillas and baked goods with all of these starchy flours, and cooking plantains all the time, like all of those are starchy foods with a high carbohydrate load, and they have to be able to be, if you're going to consume them, in a lot of moderation. And most of us are not eating this in moderation. We're like, that tastes amazing, I want all of it, I'm going to eat it until I'm sick, right? And so the healthy diet, even if you're not eating a bunch of processed packaged foods with food dye and fake sugar, or even if you're avoiding white sugar, but you're consuming tons of honey, maple syrup, agave nectar, etc., you can still get insulin resistance because you're constantly on this blood sugar roller coaster that's causing too much insulin to be circulating in your body. And your liver is the unsung hero that is trying to juggle all of this sugar and trying to figure out what to do with it in order to keep you alive, okay? And so when it's overwhelmed, it dumps glucose back into your bloodstream, which raises your insulin. So your pancreas is secreting insulin in order to deal with all of that glucose. And eventually your cells stop listening, and that's when you have insulin resistance, okay? So your liver is highly connected to insulin resistance, and there's some things that we can do to help it, and there's also some things that we can do to hurt it, and those things might be surprising. They might even be like healthy things that we'd be surprised by. Okay, so your liver breaks down and absorbs food, and your liver loves a healthy diet. Oh, I'm gonna go back. Okay, your liver, where did it go? How do I go back? Okay, your liver breaks down and absorbs food. So let's talk about some liver-loving foods. Feeding your liver what it craves. So your liver loves cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts, because those help to basically mop up toxins and excess hormones in your system. So phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification are parts of how your liver is working. Broccoli and cauliflower and Brussels sprouts, those cruciferous veggies, are really good at binding to the excess hormones, the excess toxins in your body, and helping them to get out. Beets and carrots are really good at that as well. They boost bile production, which is something that the liver and the gallbladder create, and purify the blood, which is another part of the liver's job. Healthy fats like avocado, olives, coconut oil for hormone transport and bile flow. So we're not talking about a bunch of unhealthy processed fats. We're not talking about canola oil. We're not talking about soybean oil or anything inflammatory. We're talking healthy fats from whole foods. So avocado oil, olives or olive oil, coconuts or coconut oil are really my favorites for those healthy fats. Protein is extremely important. Protein helps to balance your blood sugar. It helps to prevent those blood sugar spikes, and it also helps to break down into amino acids to fuel your liver detox and repair. So protein. It's the most important macronutrient. Most of us are not eating enough. even with the focus on protein. And I honestly think the focus needs to be protein and fiber, because we need fibrous veggies and a lot of fiber in our diet in order to help our digestion and our gut. And so that protein and fiber is going to be what your liver loves. And then minerals. Minerals are so important, and most of us do not get nearly enough minerals. Our soil is super depleted in minerals, and so we're not even really getting enough from our food. So magnesium, zinc, sodium are your liver's detox buddies. It needs minerals to be able to do its job. And we really have to ditch the processed sugar. You cannot out supplement a dessert problem. If you're having dessert every day, or you're having dessert multiple times a day because you're having things with added sugar in them multiple times a day, or spiking your blood sugar with just too many carbohydrates, we really need to break up with that. You need to have savory, balanced breakfasts that are high in protein and healthy fat. We need our carbohydrate sources to be from whole foods in their real form and very moderate portions, and really cut it out with the excess fruit, the excess starches, the excess everything, honestly. Okay, foods that your liver hates. Not everything healthy is liver friendly. I've talked about this already, but too much fruit can lead to constant glucose spikes. Our fruit has been bred to have way more sugar than it used to. So like an apple 100 years ago would taste totally different than an apple today. And I'm not villainizing apples. I love a good apple, and I think that it has a lot of health benefits. But we just have to be aware that that's a lot of sugar that we are ingesting, and so we need to pair that with a lot of healthy protein, some healthy fat, and just make sure that we're having moderate amounts. No 3 apples a day type of stuff, because that's going to actually lead to glucose spikes, and your body again doesn't care if the glucose spike is coming from a tortilla or if it's coming from an apple. If it's spiking your blood sugar, it's still doing the damage. Starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes, yams, white potatoes in excess. Again, I love those things. I think they're great, but they have to be eaten in moderation, and we're not eating them in moderation. Your liver hates gluten-free baked goods that are filled with cassava, starch, tapioca, rice flour. Those are starch bombs. They're going to spike your blood sugar, potentially even worse than like regular wheat flour. And I know people have like problems digesting gluten, and it makes them sick, and so we have those issues. But we also have issues with the alternatives are not any easier on our blood sugar. Fruit juices and smoothies without any fiber or protein are a huge no. If you're starting your day with a huge fruit smoothie and thinking that you're doing something good for your body, you're not. Natural sugars like maple syrup, coconut sugar, again, your liver does not care where it comes from. So balance is everything. Your liver breaks down and absorbs food, and it loves a healthy diet. So you need to pair your carbohydrates in moderate amounts with fat and protein to keep your blood sugar steady and your liver happy. Okay. Your liver also helps to control blood flow. So your liver is actually connected to heart health in a lot of ways, which is really cool, and blood and lymphatic flow as well. So your lymph system and your liver are extremely connected. So you support your lymph, you support your liver, support your liver, you support your lymph. Those are very connected. Your liver stores vitamins and minerals. We talked about that. It manages cholesterol. So again, we've villainized the wrong thing. Cholesterol is extremely important, and we want our livers to be healthy so that it can be helping us to rid the excess cholesterol and the bad type of cholesterol, but to have plenty of it so that our brains, our hormones, and even all our cellular membranes, guys, the walls of your cells are made of cholesterol. So if you are completely depriving yourself of things that contain cholesterol, like eggs, you're doing it wrong, because your body needs healthy cholesterol, and your liver is actually where you want to focus if you're wanting to help manage those cholesterol levels. Your liver supports your immunity. So let's stop feeding it the things that it hates, right? Stop doing the things that it hates. I haven't even mentioned like alcohol, which I feel like is just an obvious. That's kind of where most people's like education about the liver begins and ends is, oh yeah, it's hard on your liver if you drink too much alcohol, or it's hard on your liver if you take, like anti-inflammatory pain medications or something every day. It is. You can definitely do some liver damage, but we're looking deeper than just the obvious here in this class. We're talking about food, nutrition, lifestyle habits, maybe even if you've cut or minimized alcohol, but your liver is still struggling, or you're still having those hormone problems, still having skin issues, things like that, dealing with bloating and digestive junk and stuff like that. Your liver is still at the root of a lot of those things. So how do we give it some liver love? We've talked about healthy diet, what to remove, what to make sure you're prioritizing: protein, fat, carbs with fiber, real food carbs with fiber, making sure that your blood sugar is staying steady and your liver is staying happy that way. So we got to cut it out with the sugar bombs and the starch bombs, sugary drinks, things that just like floods our liver with stuff that's hard for it to process and put stress on it when it's already stressed, helping us to detox from all the other stuff. Okay, it does reduce alcohol, sugars, and toxins, so that's what it was made to do, but we also want to help it out by not giving it too much of those things, as I said. It loves clean water. So your liver really needs to have pure water. I would look at having a water purification system in place. If you want to do a whole home, if you want to do a Berkey filter, things like that. I will say that a lot of times you'll have to look at how a water filter removes minerals, because many of them do. And so that you'll want to make sure, extra sure, that you are adding minerals back into your water. Water was intended to be from the ground, like be from ground and creeks and things like that, but all of it has been contaminated, right? Like that ship has way sailed. So, but we're not getting the minerals from the ground that we used to from the water, because it needs to be clean. So in order to repair that, we need to add minerals back into our diet to make sure that we're adding and supplementing those. Your liver loves movement, believe it or not. This is a super easy, free way to love on your liver. So you don't need to like train for a marathon or do something super intense. In fact, your liver probably would appreciate less intensity, less stress, less high intensity exercise. Simple things like walking that gets your lymph moving and brings oxygen to your liver, because you're increasing your oxygen intake while you're walking. That's amazing for your liver. All of your internal organs actually love like the pressure waves from a good walk. And so there's almost nothing better you could do to prioritize in your day than getting a 30 to 45 minute really good zone 2 cardio walk. Nothing too intense, but also not too slow. Just get things moving. It stretches out your muscles. It gets your lymph moving throughout your entire body and pumping, and then bringing oxygen to those vital organs. You can jump or rebound on a little rebounder, or heck, just jump in your yard if you want to. Get up every day and jump 10 times, and then work up to 20 and 30 and 50 until you're jumping like 100 times every morning. That is amazing for moving your lymph, getting that lymph draining, and then for your bile production and flow as well. Your liver loves twisting as well. So twisting, stretching, Pilates, yoga, doing mobility work, stretching, all of that stuff massages the liver and helps to stimulate it, and also aids in digestion. So that's really good for it. And then also sweat. Sweat is one of your main detox pathways. And if you do not sweat, you need to work on supporting your lymph and supporting your liver so that your detox pathways can open and you can get rid of toxins via your sweat. Your sweat is a good thing. We need to stop villainizing sweat. A good sweater is someone who is able to detox properly. And that helps to detox through your skin, helps through your sweat glands. It's getting nasty stuff out of you that your body does not want. So sweat is a good thing, and it's really good for your liver. So through a workout, through a sauna, a hot Epsom salt bath can also help to detox through your liver, through heat. And so movement is not punishment, right? It's partnering with what your body was intended to do. Our bodies were created to move. We have 2 legs on purpose. We were meant to walk. We were not meant to sit. We were meant to stretch and move around and to jump and to just get our body like moving and flowing. Okay, let's talk about our favorite liver support products. I am not a fan of or trying to sell you some like big expensive program. I'm not a proponent of, I see a lot of like very expensive, sometimes harsh, sometimes very long or intense liver cleanse protocols out there, and I actually don't believe that those are always very beneficial. I think sometimes they're just a waste of money, and we can actually just support our livers on a daily basis, or we could take like, let's say 30 days to do something just gentle support, intentional support daily, and I'll talk about that in a minute because there's a really exciting new product combo that I'm excited to try for just like loving on your liver for a period of time and giving it the support that it needs. So one thing I want to talk about are these 2 oils, because these are the most commonly referred to liver oils in Young Living's entire catalog. And so I really like both of these, but they do have different purposes, and I think there's confusion about which one's good for which and why would you use one, what's the difference. So JuvaFlex and JuvaCleanse, they're both amazing essential oil blends designed to support your liver, but they work in slightly different ways and have some unique uses. So JuvaFlex contains 6 herbal essential oils carefully chosen to stimulate, protect, and boost liver function. So it includes geranium oil, which promotes bile flow. It contains rosemary oil, which is antimicrobial and is an endocrine balancer. It contains Roman chamomile, which has inflammatory reducing properties. It contains fennel, which stimulates circulation, helichrysum, which removes plaque, and blue tansy, which cleanses the liver. So you'll mainly use your Juvaflex oil topically, massaging it over your liver area, along the spine, or on like liver Vitaflex points on your feet. You can also use it in warm compresses. I love to use Juvaflex along with a castor oil pack to provide some intensive liver support. I'll just put the Juvaflex oil over my liver and then apply the castor oil and then wrap it with my pack. That is excellent for liver health, and you can do that, a few times a week. You can start like slow, start with an hour or so, and then work up to, if you want to wear it overnight, that's totally fine. But Juvaflex is probably one of my favorites to pair with a castor oil pack. Very effective, and those oils will just work fabulously along with the castor oil to support and bring blood flow and healing to the liver. So Juvaflex is fantastic for improving liver circulation, supporting your lymphatic system, easing inflammation, and even helps to break bad habits like tobacco or coffee addiction through its cleansing properties. So that's what Juvaflex. Then JuvaCleanse. This is actually a simpler formula because it only has 3 herbal essential oils. It has helichrysum, which is a plaque remover and liver stimulator. It has celery seed, which is a liver cleanser and protector, and then ledum, which boosts bile flow and supports kidney health. So what makes JuvaCleanse different is that you can use it the same ways. You can take it internally, you can apply it topically, but this is your go-to when you want a deeper internal cleanse and focused on how supporting fatty liver and especially kidney support is what JuvaCleanse is really great for. So use Juvaflex to support your liver and some lymphatic circulation and inflammation, and then JuvaCleanse for more direct internal cleansing, and if you need that kidney support in specific, that aspect of detoxification. Both of them are excellent. Both oils complement each other beautifully. You can use them both. You're not going to use too much. If you happen to use them both, use one in the morning, one in the evening, or whatever. Or take capsules with JuvaCleanse, but then you use a castor pack with Juvaflex. That would be totally appropriate. Okay. Let's talk about my Liver Love Toolkit. These are products that I absolutely love, and when I am focusing on liver health, which I frequently do because of its hormone support, I'm 36 years old. I'm in that phase of life where hormones start to get a little bit chaotic, and so I'm wanting to manage that and really tackle it at the root, and so supporting my liver is part of that. And so these are some products that actually do some really heavy lifting for liver support, and they are things that I can incorporate consistently. So one is Ningxia Red. That's in this little red glass here. Ningxia Red is our antioxidant supercharger drink. Okay, this is a game changer for liver support. It does so many excellent things, just infuses your body with antioxidants that it's begging for, and those antioxidants help the liver to do its job better, which is filter. So your liver is the body's filter, obviously, and it's constantly exposed to toxins, oxidative stress, and inflammation. Those are 3 big things that the liver tackles for us constantly, and that's why when we're eating a ton of processed food and a ton of sugar, we're actually adding to the problem and overburdening our liver. So Ningxia Red is packed with nutrient-dense superfoods like wolfberries, blueberries, and pomegranates, which deliver powerful antioxidants. The goji berries, the wolfberries, are one of the highest rated antioxidant foods that you can find. Antioxidants to help to neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that cause oxidative damage to liver cells and can contribute to liver fatigue. So less oxidative stress means that your liver can detoxify more efficiently and recover faster, which is why daily Ningxia Red is amazing. So it tastes amazing. It tastes like a berry juicy drink. I like to add mine to a sparkling water, and I will actually frequently add my mineral essence to my Ningxia Red every day, and add some electrolytes for just hydration balance. I drink about 2 ounces, usually between 2 and 4 ounces of Ningxia a day. And I'll do that mid-morning or early afternoon just to kind of give my body a jump start and nutritional, just kind of those times of the day where you're starting to feel a little bit run down. And you can honestly just mix it with water. You can mix it with juice. I think it's delicious. You definitely get addicted to it because it makes you feel amazing, and it's awesome. So that's my probably number one. If you're wanting to start anywhere with liver support, one habit I could do for my liver, I would start with Ningxia Red daily and make that a daily habit. It is so incredible. It does so many other things besides just liver support, but specifically for this class, it does a lot for liver, and it's very, very good for it. The second is golden turmeric. This is an anti-inflammatory ally. So again, the liver is constantly fighting inflammation. And it's one of those, like, inflammation is like a sneaky sabotager, right? It's like our entire body, everything can kind of be linked to chronic inflammation, especially our diet is causing chronic inflammation. And sometimes we don't realize how bad we feel until we start some things that help like combat and rid our bodies of inflammation. And then we're like, oh, I didn't realize that. So chronic low grade inflammation actually slows our liver's ability to function and heal. So turmeric has an active compound called curcumin that is a potent anti-inflammatory and helps calm irritated liver tissue at the cellular level. So this formula, this golden turmeric formula, it is formulated for enhanced absorption. So it's actually 24 times more bioavailable than your standard turmeric supplements. And you only have to take like half a teaspoon a day. It's absolutely delicious. But turmeric itself is not absorbed well. So there's always this problem of like, how do I get the turmeric to like actually take effect in my body? So people pair it with like black pepper and things like that. This is actually enhanced with essential oils, but it doesn't require black pepper or any of those other things because of the way that it is created. It's created with like this technology that makes it water soluble and extremely bioavailable. So a little bit goes a long way. So you don't have any risk of like overdosing on the turmeric, which also has a problem. Like if you take too much turmeric, it can actually be hard on your liver, and we don't want that. So this is an excellent formula that is gives you those anti-inflammatory benefits from the turmeric without you having to consume a ton of it. I really like golden turmeric hot as like a nightly hot drink, but it's also yummy cold. You can add it to your Ningxia if you'd like, add it to water. It is delicious. I absolutely love it. Okay, mineral essence is the unsung detox hero, and this is because your liver literally needs minerals like magnesium, zinc, and sodium to process toxins and keep chemical reactions flowing smoothly. So your detox pathways are mineral dependent. And if you do not have enough minerals, you do not have enough support in your body for your detox pathways to be working properly. So mineral essence is an ionic, which means like they're in their broken apart portions, like fragments, and so that means that your body doesn't have to do the extra work of breaking them down because they're already in their ionic form. So they're very easily absorbed mineral supplement, and it fills often overlooked gaps in your minerals. Without enough minerals, your liver's detox systems get bottlenecked, which cause sluggishness and toxin buildup. Minerals also help to maintain electrolyte balance and overall cellular health, which indirectly supports your liver function as well. And mineral essence is excellent if you're needing to really build up magnesium. We have a super magnesium supplement, which I also really like, but I feel a huge difference when I take mineral essence every single day. Everything works better. My energy is better and more even. My skin starts to look better. Just everything operates better when I have mineral essence to aid my body. So I just add actually I add 5 droppers full to my daily Ningxia Red drink and add water. And then I'll add a packet of electrolytes, or I'll add alkaline or a squeeze of the Vitality drops, or you could do like fresh lemon juice, whatever you want to do, or add your essential oils like orange or lemon. Those are also really good for liver health. And it's super simple. It's a super simple way to get enough minerals in, and it's amazing. I definitely notice more of a difference when I'm taking mineral essence than other mineral products that I have tried. So why these 3 things together? So your liver is a really complex machine, and supporting it well means giving it what it needs on multiple fronts. So Ningxia Red reduces that oxidative stress so your liver isn't drowning in free radicals. The golden turmeric tackles inflammation that could slow repair and function, and mineral essence fuels the detox process with crucial cofactors that your liver cannot live without. So together, these 3 products create a really powerful synergy that's like a 3-legged stool that holds your liver's health steady and strong, helps it keep going with the things that it needs. Okay. Last 2 products that I want to highlight is this Daily Detox Duo. These are 2 brand new products that just launched actually last month. And one is called Liver Tone, which is a rejuvenating liver supplement. And the other is called Whole Body Cleanse, which is a phase 3 detox supplement for your liver health. So let's talk about Whole Body Cleanse first, because this is a really unique supplement. So many liver cleanses focus on just phase 1 and phase 2. That's what that Liver Tone is about, which we'll talk about in a second. But and those are the process where your liver breaks down toxins and prepares them for elimination. But phase 3 detox is often overlooked because this is the actual elimination phase. So this is actually getting those toxins that your body's been hoarding or that it's collecting. It moves them out through the kidneys, through the gut, through the skin, and the lymphatic system. So without efficient phase 3 support, toxins can get stuck in your system, leading to reabsorption, fatigue, and overwhelm. And so Whole Body Cleanse is a dietary supplement. It's a powder that you add to water and drink. And it's actually delicious. It's formulated to be pineapple flavored, but it has some plant fibers and herbs that support bowel regularity and promote healthy gut flora, which is crucial for flushing those toxins out. And it's formulated to gently but effectively support your body's natural elimination pathways. So it doesn't do any good if we're just like mopping up toxins and collecting them throughout the body and then they get stuck and they're not able to be eliminated properly. And so Whole Body Cleanse is to get them out. That's the point. And it also supports kidney function and lymphatic drainage, very important players in toxin removal, and those often get ignored in detox programs. I feel like lymph support has gotten more attention in the past couple of years, but used to be completely ignored, and sometimes your lymph system was completely plugged up, and so you weren't able to detox properly, but this powdered supplement helps that. And then this is very gentle. It's not a harsh cleanse. It's not going to shock your system. You're not going to have to like stay next to a bathroom constantly. It's designed for a gentle and sustainable detox, perfect for daily use or a longer cleanse like 30 days. And it is, again, it's delicious. It tastes really good added to your daily Ningxia drink. It's very easy to incorporate into a daily routine. And it's not something that you're going to dread taking, which I've done those before and that's not any fun. So liver tone, let's talk about that one next. So this is the phase 1 and 2 detox supplement that works upstream. So it's boosting your liver's ability to metabolize and process toxins smoothly. It enhances bile flow and supports antioxidant defenses. Whole Body Cleanse works downstream. So think of liver tone as upstream, Whole Body Cleanse is downstream. That's a good way to look at it and to just prevent that toxin backlog. So together, these two supplements create a full spectrum detox system that honors your body's natural rhythm and reduces overwhelm and makes cleansing feel doable and not daunting or harsh or unpleasant, which a lot of them are. So this one is very gentle. I've actually been taking both of these products consistently for about a week or so leading up to this class, and I have been extremely pleased. They are not harsh. They are not doing anything like weird or unpleasant. I'm not having any kind of side effects or unpleasant symptoms, and so it's really great to be able to incorporate these to love on your liver without having to be like, oh, I'm detoxing right now and it's really horrible and I can't wait for it to be over. It's just something that you can add to your daily routine that's helping you to effectively cleanse in an innovative way through every detox phase. So you're not just breaking down toxins, you're actually clearing them out, which is going to help your hormones to improve, your skin to improve, your energy and brain fog to improve, and just help your liver to do what it's supposed to do. So here's the thing. Whole Body Cleanse, both of these products were, I think, launched in the beginning of June, and in the month of June the Whole Body Cleanse powder completely sold out. We sold through like 10 months worth of stock on Whole Body Cleanse in less than 1 month because it was so wildly popular. And so that's a great thing, but also I was planning on launching this 30-day liver cleanse and I was going to do it this month. However, I think we're going to have to wait until Whole Body Cleanse comes back in stock so that we can really experience how awesome these two products are together and do a really focused like liver love 30-day challenge together. They'll be totally free. The only thing you'll need to grab is these two products. If you want to grab any of the other products that we've chatted about during this class, you totally can. But these are the two main products that we'll be using daily. And we're going to start it whenever the Whole Body Cleanse comes back in stock. And so the easiest way that I can think of for us to do this and to be all on the same page together is if you scan this QR code to You'll be taken to a landing page on my website where you'll sign up to get an email whenever Whole Body Cleanse is back in stock. I will do that first. The first thing I hear, as soon as it's back in stock, I will send that email out to anybody who gives their email address. And at the same time in that email, I'll let you know when we are starting the 30-day liver cleanse group where we'll be using these two products together. You can buy them both in like a bundle at youngliving.com. It's a little bit discounted if you buy it in the bundle, and you can grab those two products plus anything else that you want from what we've talked about today. So use the QR code, or I will post a link in the replay probably for you to grab that landing page too if you don't want to grab the QR code or you're not able to if you're watching on your phone or whatever. But fill out that landing page so that I can have your email address, and then I will just send a quick email that says, hey, grab these products, they're back in stock now, and here's when we're starting the group, so that you can join in and do that with us. It's going to be super great. I already have it all set up and ready to go. It's ready to run immediately as soon as we can all get the products in our hands. And so since it's currently out of stock, we're going to do it this way, but we would love to have you join us for the 30-day liver cleanse so that you can start using these products and seeing your own results on how your hormones improve, how your skin and your energy and all of that improves when we just commit to consistently doing those things together. So yeah, drop your email below, and do not keep this goodness to yourself. If you've been listening to this class and you're like, I have a friend who needs this, and we've talked about liver, or I know that they could benefit from liver help, then send them this video and have them sign up for the 30-day liver cleanse with you too. You can actually share your Young Living referral link if you'd like as a referral, as an affiliate, and help them to get started with their own products whenever they come back in stock, and then jump into doing this group challenge with us. It's going to be amazing. We have tons of liver education, a kind of a recap of everything that we've talked about, great ideas, daily habits, trackers, all of that you get provided in the group when you sign up to do that with us. And I'm hoping really soon that we'll be able to announce that it's back in stock and that we're starting. So I hope that you have learned something today. I hope you feel excited and motivated to love on your liver in some of these easy ways, and nutrition, clean water, movement, de-stressing the liver, not giving it things that it hates, but feeding it lots of those good foods. And if you'd like to grab any of the products that we talked about today, I definitely encourage you to do that on loyalty rewards. You can just toggle when you're at checkout to make this your first loyalty rewards order. When you do that, you'll get a free oil with 100 PV. So $100 in products gets you a free lemon oil this month. And then you also get 10% of your purchase back in cash points that you can use like a gift card on your Young Living account to buy free product, which is amazing. We love loyalty rewards. It's how we get some of our must-have supplements and the things that we're using daily from Young Living just delivered straight to our house every month, and it helps us to stay toxin-free and reduce the overwhelm, because we know that we're getting the best of the best from Young Living and getting rewarded to do it. You get a free diffuser with your second month. Your third month, you get a free gift. Your fourth month, you bump up to getting 20% back. You get another free gift at 6 months. So the rewards just always keep stacking with loyalty, and it's definitely the best way to order from Young Living. We also have a Facebook group and an app that you can have if you join our team. We are big on education. We do classes like this. We have a daily educational post with lots of different series and focuses every single month. Plus we have an app with tons of courses, classes, resources for you. So when you're a Young Living customer with us and you purchase with someone from my team, from me, or from someone from my team, you get access to so many great resources so that you can keep learning about health and wellness and how to use your oils effectively to help you with that. If you do decide that you want to order any of the products that we talked about today, whether you have, or it's been a long time, you can use the code SHAREYL for 10% off your first order, and that has to be with the first time you've used an email address to create a Young Living account. You can use that coupon code to get 10% off extra, which is a great deal. And if you want to use my referral link, if I'm the one who invited you to this class, or I have educated you through social media or various ways in the past, and you'd like to order some of the liver products, then you can click this QR code. This actually takes you to a special web page where you can add any of the specific products that we talked about today to your cart immediately from that page. You don't have to search or anything. It's just add to cart right there, or add to your loyalty order right there. And that has like Ningxia Red, the oils we talked about, Juva Flex, Juva Cleanse. And then when we have that whole body cleanse back in stock, those product bundles will also be available there. So I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out to chat about liver health and how we can live on our livers, how important they are for our overall health and wellness today. And this replay, again, will be up on YouTube for easy sharing. We'll have a link for that and all of that coming soon. But thank you so much for your time, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.